Mike's Movie Madness.
I'm 32 years old. I'm not Michael J anymore, damn it. Like, I'm on my knees at the computer, and I've got imprints of the floor on my knees. And my knees are so cramped.
Mike's Movie Madness.
Every year it's about Donald.
Actually, his death day is coming up in a few weeks. It's February 2nd.
It's a shame it wasn't like that movie with Bill Murray, and he keeps dying every single day. He wakes up and he dies a different way. I died 7 times. I died while taking a bath.
Mike's Movie Madness.
What the fuck is that?
Alright, and welcome to an all-new Mike's Movie Madness. I am here this week with Rich, as always. Rich, how you doing tonight?
6 and it'd be a lot better.
Yeah.
Dazed and confused, man. Come on. Slaterson, when he's at the water fountain.
It's been so long since I've seen that movie. I gotta watch it again. I have the Blu-ray. I should dig it out and watch it.
Dude, I modeled my whole life after that movie.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's different.
No, I just killed another reference. There's our Kevin Smith reference.
Ah, damn it.
God damn, how the hell did you miss that one?
How do I miss a Kevin Smith reference?
Jay and Silent Bob.
Ah.
Morris Day and the motherfucking Times.
Ah. Speaking of that, did you watch Comic Book Men?
I didn't get to watch it on television, but I'd seen that you'd posted the link there on Facebook. Mm-hmm. So I started to, started watching some of it. I got about halfway through. Right.
And you wonder, because we were talking off air, like, what are they going for? Because it seems like they split it up. Like, there's people that come in and they want to know, like, the value of their stuff, or they want to sell their stuff to the store. And then you have, like, it cuts to a round table with Kevin Smith. I guess that's them recording their Bagged and Boarded podcast, I think it is.
Yeah. That was kind of confusing me.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, like, are they going for a Pawn Star type show, or do they just want to have a show where they just talk about comic books and every now and then they do appraisals and stuff like that?
Right. And I mean, I'm wondering, like, what direction it's going to go, because I've been to the Secret Stash in Red Bank at least 4 or 5 times. Maybe more. I don't remember an exact number. And, I mean, I can go in there and walk around. It's not a big store, but I can spend sometimes like a half hour or 40 minutes just looking around, because they have, like, T-shirts and other memorabilia. And then they have comic books. That's like the main focus of the store, I guess you could say. But really, you know, it's not like a huge layout store. So, I mean, it's weird because I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, I remember. I know where that is. That's awesome. I stood right there. I'm like, and even the cashier guy, I think his name's Mike. I talked to him on several occasions. I actually gave him some Rabbit and Red business cards when we were on Horror Bid. I had business cards made up for myself, you know, with my contact information on it. And I gave him like a bunch of them.
There you go. That's what we need. We need business cards. That's what I'm forgetting. We got to get Rabbit and Red, Mike's Movie Madness,
yes,
and the Devil's Eyes business cards.
Yes, and then what I can do is if the next time I take a trip down to Secret Stash, I can hand them out. You know what I mean? I can give a stack to the guys down there.
Yeah, we can make some connections.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually going to try to get Walt for the show, Walt Flanagan.
Uh-huh.
Because I have the number, and he does actually work down there.
I say, let's get him.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be pretty interesting. He does, I don't know if you caught this, but they did ask, it might be a little further on in the show, but they do ask something because somebody brings in a certain item for appraisal and possible sale. I don't want to say what it is because if you didn't get there yet. And it brought up the topic, what is your favorite horror movie? And
see, I didn't even get to that part. But I did see in the background that they had a Myers mask.
I noticed
it was
that.
the poorly made one.
It was the Don Post garbage, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we can... that wasn't there. I never remembered seeing one there, but that was cool. I mean, but one of the things that they said, I remember, Walt Flanagan, he tends more towards, the Universal monsters, like Frankenstein and stuff. Whereas you have Kevin's favorite horror movie, The Shining. Yeah, and this other guy, because he said the scene where the kid's on the big wheel and the girls are, on the hallway with all the blood and all that stuff, he said that really, sticks in his head. And somebody else said that Nightmare on Elm Street was their favorite. And I remember, Walt said something what was it that he said? Something that, a lot of people said, well, I don't know how you can be afraid of, the old Universal things because that's not scary. And I'm like, well, how can you be afraid of Freddy Krueger because that's not scary either? And they're like, but it is possible that somebody could put on a glove and terrorize you. Not in your dreams, but, somebody could realistically do that.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So, I mean, it was interesting. I'm interested to see, what they're going to do week in and week out. I did not watch The Walking Dead lead-in.
I did. I had watched The Walking Dead. Thought I was going to get more, and it just ended up, it felt like a filler episode.
Right. And that just, to me, that's a shame, because I don't think that you need that. It seems to me that a lot of the episodes of this season, now, there's going to be people, I'm sure, that are going to disagree with me, but a lot of the episodes seem like filler episodes, where nothing really happens to advance the story, and it just stays stagnant.
Yeah, I would say majority of the episodes are kind of fillerish.
Right.
Not really here or there, just it's just giving too much character building time. Right.
And see, character development is great, but when you do it, so much where your show revolves purely on character development, but there's no action moving those characters along, then there's no point to it, really, I don't think.
No. Yes and no.
Right.
There's, to a certain extent, yes, it's cool to know, backstories and why this person is the way they are. But then there just is overkill, which they're kind of, treading a thin line there between acceptable character building and overkill.
Right. I mean, for me, I think they crossed that line a little while ago, but that's just my thought.
I think it could get way worse. We could be dealing with each character could have a 20-minute flashback of their life pre-zombie outbreak, and that's the. If it's not important, I really don't want to know it. I don't need to see, I can't remember her name. The little girl, Sophia, her mom.
Yeah.
I don't need to see a backstory of her getting smacked around by her dad, and then all of a sudden all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, that doesn't. See, the thing is, that doesn't move the story along. It's not needed. So why do it?
Exactly.
It makes no sense.
Let's just cut to the chase. Let's get the show on track.
Right.
I don't need to see zombies every fucking 5 seconds.
No.
But
not at all.
Let's make the story more, let's speed things along.
Right.
Let's speed up the pace.
Right. Kick it up a notch. Pretty much. That's what we're looking at. And Well, we know, like us, Kevin Smith enjoys Star Wars. And this past weekend, Star Wars Phantom Menace in 3D hit theaters.
That's right.
And Lucas pretty much had his ass handed to him, I think.
See, I don't think he cares. He knows this one was going to do shit.
Right.
Because it has Jar Jar in it.
Yeah.
And it was really
Jar
frowned
Jar
upon.
Binks.
Yeah, it was really frowned upon when it was first released.
Yeah.
So I think he expected a poor to negative reaction.
Yeah.
But now he knows all the fans are like, oh, well, great, now we get 2 and 3.
Right. And
So
then 4,
he's
5,
just-
and 6.
Yeah, he's just milking that tit.
Yep.
That fan tit.
Yes, he is. Because, you know, like the Vow, the one with Rachel McAdams and Channing Tatum,
Yes.
that killed. That killed. That had a $30 million budget, and it made 41.2 this weekend to take the top spot.
Really?
Yeah, that was really a strong showing. Safe House with Denzel Washington and Ryan Reynolds, which also looks
That looks
good.
promising.
Right. That was an $85 million budget film, and that took the second spot at $40.1 million.
Halfway there.
Yep. Oh. Then you have the third, finished just above Phantom Menace in 3D. You have Journey 2, The Mysterious Island. And
now, see, I want to go. I was tempted to swing by the theater and go see Journey 2.
And check it out.
Yeah, and I was going to watch it in 3D. I'm
Right.
still up in the air.
Yeah.
Debating on whether or not I'm going to do it. But odds are that I might really go see Ghost Rider in the 3D. First 3D movie since Freddy's Dead.
Right, so this will be the first 3D movie in the new 3D for you.
Yeah, and well, in this century, really.
Right.
So,
Well, yeah.
I'm a late bloomer on it. But I think it's time I at least see one before, it gets wiped out again.
Right.
I've seen, Freddy's Dead.
Yeah.
Then that was kind of it for 3D films.
Well, if you are thinking back to Journey 2, if you do want to see that, I would do it quick. That was a $79 million budget film, and it took in $27.3 million.
That don't sound too bad.
I mean, it's not horrible, but I know that Warner Brothers would have liked the Val's 41.2 total instead.
Oh, yes. Most definitely. That's one aspect of the business that I don't like, is that you make a movie.
Yeah.
You put all this money into it,
Mm-hmm.
just in hopes of a big weekend.
Right.
It's all on 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
All your hopes rest in these 3 days. Regardless if it doubles its money over a
Right.
course of 4 months, you hope it makes it back within 3 days.
Well, the thing is, because you rarely get movies that are out in the theater for 4 months these days. Like, the majority of them are out within 2 max.
Yeah, I know. That is a new trend.
Right.
I don't know if I like it or if I don't like it. Because I do like the fact that I'm getting my movies in-home faster.
Right.
But I don't like the fact that I only have a certain, a limited amount of time to go and see it at the theater if I want to.
Yeah, that window is seriously shrinking. So, that's how I look at that. I mean, it's crazy, really. And then the big highlights tomorrow for the or this week for the Blu-ray DVD releases. Beavis and Butthead Volume 4 hits store shelves this week.
Now, are those in order, the volumes? Each episode in order, or is that just like a best of type thing?
Well, see, I think the original Mike Judge Collection, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I think that's like a best of. I'm not sure, don't quote me on it, but I think it's a best of. The Volume 4 that comes out this week is this past season, So that will be all those episodes in order. With the, like, when they have interludes to watch Jersey Shore or music videos, they will all be included this time.
Yeah, I would probably pick something like that up. Because right now on Netflix, it's just that best of collection.
Yeah.
And that gets played out pretty quick.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I mean, especially if you haven't had the opportunity to see any of these new episodes that had aired between October through December, I'll tell you what, it's some funny shit. Definitely funny stuff.
Yeah, I think this season came back strong.
Oh.
And I think it really delivered. I'm very pleased. I don't feel like they missed a beat. I think it kept going, and it's just as funny today as it was then. And
the price point is unbelievable. You have the DVD set for $14.99, or you have the Blu-ray set. I think Amazon and Best Buy both have $16.99 price points for the Blu-ray set.
Acceptable. I find that very acceptable.
Oh yeah. I heard that. I'm like, oh, day one for me. At that price, you cannot beat it.
Now, Mike,
not at all.
The fans that are listening right now, they might be saying to themselves, hey, the show seems like it's moving along a little too quick. Where's the usual quips and the random discussions?
Yeah.
So how about we fill them in on why we're going to have a little bit of an abbreviated show this week?
Yeah, it is an abbreviated show this week because this is apparently the last week that Rich and I together will be doing Rabbit and Red. Vince is supposed to be back next week. Hopefully he will return all healed and better. But we're working on something kind of big, a cannot miss interview for Rabbit and Red this week. So we're trying to do some prep work for it. So that's why this week's Movie Madness is going to be a little shorter than most. Just a little quick abbreviation just to give you a quick little taste, and then we'll be back next week with a fuller show.
Exactly. But for this upcoming episode of Rabbit and Red, we really want to, bring it home. It could be our last one for a while, so let's go out with a bang. And
right.
I think the guests we got coming, I think we are really, sending out on a high note.
I agree with you. I mean, don't worry, the show will be back the week after next. It's just I'll be back with Vince, and then you'll just hear me and Rich will be doing. I'll be doing Rabbit and Red again with Vince, and then I will be doing Mike's Movie Madness with Rich every week. I do just want to point out, though, before we do wrap up, the Rum Diary with Johnny Depp comes out tomorrow. So does the Human Centipede 2 full sequence, and The Dead, which is some sort of a zombie movie from Anchor Bay.
You didn't see The Dead?
I did not.
Wow. Oh, dude, you have to pick that up.
Is it good?
Yes. It's very
good. And and don't forget the Universal 100th anniversary series is coming out with what the hell's the name of that? All Quiet on the Western Front comes out tomorrow from 1930.
Yes.
Now, and
did you get a chance to see the Rum Diary?
I did not see the Rum Diaries yet as well.
Do you enjoy Hunter S. Thompson?
I do enjoy Hunter S. Thompson.
Did you enjoy Fear and Loathing?
I haven't seen the complete film.
Damn, Mike, you're 0 for 2
I'm horrible.
Right now, buddy. You're 0
I'm
for 2.
horrible, dude.
Well, first off, let me say it's nothing like Fear and Loathing. Technically, It is similar, but it's not like a based on Hunter's life type movie, and it's not like Where the Buffalo Roam.
Did Fear and Loathing suck or something?
Why? What the hell would you say that?
I don't know, because it's just the way that you were saying it's nothing like Fear and Loathing made me think, well, maybe Fear and Loathing isn't that good then.
No, damn it! I'm saying it's not as crazy and
Oh,
acid tripped out as Fear and Loathing.
oh, I
Dude,
see.
there's a scene in Fear and Loathing where
Yeah.
everybody turns into fucking giant lizards, and he's
Really?
tripping balls.
No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, so this shows you what you're missing out on, buddy.
Wow. I'm gonna have to watch that then.
Now, the Rum Diaries is more of a real-life based, but
Mhm.
still quite like it has that funny, like situational type humor and stuff like that.
Right.
And there are some heavy drama points, but
Mhm.
it's like a solid movie. And if you like any Hunter S. Thompson work, you probably enjoy the Rum Diaries.
I'll have to check it out. That was one that I was considering getting at some point. That Blu-ray on Amazon and I believe Best Buy as well is at the price point of $19.99 for this week.
That's not bad.
No. And
I mean, maybe hold off, let the price drop a little bit. It's not a hurry up and buy it right now type movie,
right.
but it is definitely in a check it out.
Check it out category.
Yes.
And I just have some Blu-ray news here real quick. The Wicker Tree, the sequel to The Wicker Man, hits Blu-ray from Starz Anchor Bay on April 24th.
I see. I had watched this, and I'd also we had stills from the film.
Right.
We had a whole article on that, and I wanted to put a review up about it, but with so much happening with the shows, I
Right.
haven't really been able to get into any deep, long articles.
Right.
So right now, I would like to do just a little rundown of like how The Wicker Tree was.
Okay.
The Wicker Tree overall is a decent movie. It's nothing new. If you enjoyed The Wicker Man,
Mhm.
and you know how that plays out,
Right.
well, it's damn near the same thing. It's almost the exact same movie, really.
Okay.
But it does have its differences. And the story really does move along. It doesn't drag. But, I mean, you really don't take nothing new away. But, it wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like, oh, yes, I needed this sequel. It was just like, oh, okay, that was good. It was okay.
Right.
I liked
You're
watching
saying
it.
if we like The Wicker Man, that the Wicker Tree is just as satisfying.
Yes. You'll like it just the same, and you'll enjoy it just the same, but you won't, at the end of the film, say, oh, I really needed that film. I'm so
Right.
glad they made it. You'll just be like, oh, well, they could have made it, or they couldn't have.
Right.
Now, there is a cameo by Christopher Lee,
Right.
and it's not, I don't even know if I could count that as a cameo. It was so short.
Okay, so he's just okay. Now, this is what I don't like at all. Okay? They made it seem like Christopher Lee actually had a substantial part in the movie, and you're saying that it's not even short enough to be considered a cameo.
Yes, it took me, I had missed the cameo the first watch, and I had to go back and skim through the whole movie again. And
Right.
I was like, oh, there it is. It was that short that you would never catch it. Like, you turn your head and then look back, you miss it. You miss
Right.
this damn cameo. But they really did sell the fact that he was in it, and really, it didn't add or take away from the story. It was just like a name to get the film out there.
That is very, very disappointing.
Yes, it's disappointing that they had to do a bait and switch to get the movie out.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you're into Wicker Man, you're going to be into the Wicker Tree.
Very nice.
But you're not going to take anything new away from the experience.
Right.
And on the ratings, we'll say out of 10, I'll say a 7, 6.5, 7.
Well, that's not horrible if
Yeah,
it was
it's
anything
not
like
horrible, but it's not overly great.
Right.
it's in the middle. It's like it could have been made or it couldn't have been made.
Right.
I don't love it and I don't hate it.
Right. You're indifferent. You're in the middle.
Exactly.
Middle ground. And also, before we get out of here, I just want to say you did mention that you may want to check out Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance, and that does hit this Friday, as does This Means War,
which is like a live-action spy versus spy
with Reese Witherspoon, and she is always good. So I would definitely say check that out. Looking down, there's really nothing else. Next week, there's a movie coming out there's two movies coming out next week that I really want to see.
What's that?
But Wanderlust with Paul Rudd and Jennifer Aniston.
Uh-huh.
And Gone with Amanda Seyfried. They hit next week.
I wouldn't. I don't think I'm going to go catch those in theaters.
No.
I think I'm just saving myself for Ghost Rider, and that's probably going to be it for a while. Well,
yeah.
Until Expendables, and then I got my Batman, and then I got the Avengers.
Yep. That's right. So,
which the more I see about the Avengers, the more I really want to see it.
Right.
And if you haven't checked it out right now, over at the site, we have we have 10 stills of all the characters. You really get to see good shots of the Hulk.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm just more amped for this.
I am. I'm actually really excited to check it out because, I like all the... Excuse me. I like all the Marvel movies and things like that, so I'm very excited to check that out.
Spider-Man also. I am really looking forward to this Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where they're going to go with it, and I know Dennis Leary is in it as well.
Yes,
I like Dennis Leary. Yeah.
So I'm sorry I don't watch his FX series, but I still like the man.
It is over, Rich, but I will tell you this. All 91 episodes or so are on Netflix Instant right now.
So why did you have to tell me that?
So you can watch it.
Yeah, well, now I'm going to end up getting stuck on a Sunday just watching a whole damn series.
Yeah, well, see, that's the great thing about it. You can just go straight through, and you don't have to wait. See, when I watched it, when it aired on FX, I would have to wait, like, each week for an episode, and then when the season would end, I would have to wait, like, months or almost a year for another season to begin, because, FX seasons are different, and they have their shows on, like, once a year. So it's like when a season is done, you have to wait for a whole year for another season to come back. So you don't have to worry about that. You can just watch it straight through.
That's how I ended up getting hooked on the Vampire Diaries.
Right.
Nothing to do, and they had all the seasons of Vampire Diaries up until this one on Netflix Instant.
Really?
And I just got into it and was like, damn. And the moment I finished that, the new season was starting 3 days later.
Yeah, so we were like, damn.
It flowed perfectly.
Yeah.
And now I've been on it ever since.
Sweet. I've never seen it, but maybe on your recommendation I'll have to give it a try.
It honestly might be the superior vampire show.
Better than Buffy.
Oh, yeah. I like Angel better than Buffy.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Big fan of Angel.
Well, I've never seen either, so I don't...
Jesus, fuck.
I don't know, dude. I've never seen either show.
See, that's another thing. In preparation for Rabbit and Red, I've tried to limit my swearing. But so far, you got me to say fuck twice, and now that's a third time.
Yeah, during the big interview, you really don't want to have a slip of the tongue.
Yes. I got to get all the fucks and shits and whores and cunts.
Yeah, because we can't beep it with this person.
No, there will be no redos.
No redos whatsoever.
Yes, first impressions are everything, And oh my god, I hope I don't fuck it up.
No, it'll be good, dude. I have complete and utter confidence that you will knock it out of the park.
I'm hoping I get him to say, now that is a great question. If I could get one of those from him,
right,
this guest, I will be extremely happy.
And I agree with that fact.
I think it would be like I would be on cloud 9.
Yeah.
No, cloud 10. I would be above 9.
That's wonderful, and I mean, I think you will. I mean, that is the goal, and I think that will be accomplished. Well, I guess, Rich, on that note, we will continue our prep for this mystery guest for this week's Rabbit in Red, and then we'll catch you on Rabbit in Red this week, and then next week back on Mike's Movie Madness, and then next week Vince should be back on Rabbit in Red with me. So until then, we will see you at the movies.